Ikpela alụsị abụrụ Igbo. Ife anyị na-agọ bụ ịgọ alụsị. Ndị Igbo anyị adị ekpe ekpele. Na ife na-ekwu. Ndị Igbo adị ekpe ekpele. Ife ndị Igbo na-agọ bụ ọfọ. Ịgọ ọfọ is what you have in your Bible as decree. Your Bible even said it, and thou shalt make a decree, and it shall be established unto thee. Not thou shalt make a prayer. So prayer is asking for what you are not sure if you to receive. But decree is commanding that which is not into existence, into manifestation. So decree, declaration is different from prayer. In the Bible, the if I now go before.
I swear Oyo Sokoto.
Hello, beautiful people. I welcome you today. In this channel, you will never have a doubt that we are committed in promoting and using this platform to educate about the Igbo traditions and cultures. This particular segment is quite different from what we have been bringing to you because it is majorly about the Omenala and Ordinala. I have these two gentlemen, Ndemazi Nalibu. I will give you the floor to introduce yourself.
My name is Mazi Dibia, the teaching magnet. I am of the Arofonye deity, the chief custodian of Arofonye deity. The Akamunatando Bobli, Namajana Nando, of the ancient Iduere kingdom, Anandu Idu Junuru, present day Omombala, Anambra State, Amakoma Seho. I am a chemical engineer, a historian, and a chief priest by virtue of my offer. I'm Maka Jovaro Fonye, so it's a privilege to be in this forum to give my little knowledge on history with you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you. And right here on my left is
Mazis Nilo. I'm from Urunebo village in Enugu. I'm a historian, an activist, hip-hop artist, OAP, and whatever you can call it, man. But I'm just here to I've taken this path to promote whatever that has to do with our Igbo tradition and spirituality. That's what we are here for. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You know, Igbo, let me come down to because this program we will have to mix it up with Igbo and English language. Well, I know that you have taken notice of our costume. These are the Igbo costumes, and right here I am having the Akwa Akwete, which is the Igbo clothing. This is what you can find it in Ndoki, and we have the Abupanu from Mazidibia, and we have the George, from our brother. I thank you again. Well, we shall be discussing about the Igbo spirituality. What is Ofo? Who are the ancestors? Ndi Ichie, Ndi Egede. And is Igbo traditional worship and idol worship? This, in no doubt, will explain further because we have two good gentlemen who are vast in knowledge. They shall be explaining about these topics and many more. So sit tight and get your oba or your popcorn if you are an English person. Get your G while you are eating. Be watching. Thank you. Starting from you. Yes. Ndi Igbo ga-achema. They want to know, is the Igbo traditional worship truly an idol worship?
I will communicate in both parlance, the Igbo semantics and the parlance, with the borrowed language of the Western people. Mmasụya na Igbo so no Igbo. Ife na-eme anyị bụ na nwata amara ebe mmiri si mabịa. Ọmarakwa na ebe o esi wee pịkọ akwa ya. Ndị ọcha wetala ya oyibo dị alụlụ ana. Afọ ajọka ndị ọcha. O nwere onye ọcha obi dị mma. Kedu ka mmadụ ya esisi gị na idol worshiping bụ ikpele alụsị? Ọ bụrụ ofu ife. The problem we're having is that we are looking for analogous translation when we are transliterating from Igbo to English. For example, there is nothing like good morning in Igbo language. Ụtụtụ ọma abụrụ Igbo. Ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, ife abụrụ Igbo. We don't greet people by virtue of morning, afternoon, and night. Ịghọta. Ịbịa na Igbo asị gị, ịbọọlachi, ịsaalachi, ndo ndịgị mere, itetago. This is our indigenous greeting. But when the white man came, they brought in their own culture, which is good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We now did a direct transliteration as though it was originally in Igbo. Okay? Igbo language have been influenced so much that good morning now became Ototo Oma. But we all know that good morning now Igbo. Using this as a focal point, that is for me to explain what is idol worshiping. Ego Mo is not idol worshiping. Okay? Now listen to this now. When you see any deity or pantheon that is alien, not indigenous to your people, more than the bono, ibudo ya na agodo, me godo more than a pennaga, you can now say it is idol worshiping. When you go to revere a deity or a pantheon or an energy or a spirit that is not indigenous to your people, it has become idol worshiping to you. Because first of all, you should identify with that which is indigenous to your people before you cross over. Because they always say charity begins at home. So what is idol worshiping? Idol worshiping is when an Igbo man who knows Chukwu, Udo, the concept of Ikenga, Ezumezu, Arobunago, Arobinono, Kamalu, Amadioha, Igwekala, Otuvio, Otutunzu, Iyoji, Arofuonye, Ovuve, Agwu, Ogugu, left all these indigenous pantheons and cross over to a far land and bring a deity from the Fulani into our house or from the Romans into our house and begin to revere it. The names of deities like Yahweh, Adonai, El Shaddai, Elohim, Zibaot, Elolam, Jehovah, Jesus, all these are Western deities. When you bring any ancient deities into your house, it has become idol worship to you. The problem is this: poor knowledge of history makes us to presume that these ones are not deities. I've taught it in my class. I made a 5 hours teaching telling them how Yahweh is actually a deity of the ancient Canaanites. Yahweh, El, and all the derivatives of El, whether El Shaddai, Elohim, El Gibor, all these things are derivatives of deity. Just like when you have in Igbo language, Ekwensu, in the derivative of Ekwensu, we have Kamalo, Amadioha, Udo. All these things are in the cadres of Ekwensu. They are all derivatives. Okay? Now, when someone don't know these things, when someone call Yahweh, you say holy. Even we sing it, you are Yahweh, madness. When you revere Yahweh and you say Ekwensu, Kihere Megi, Yahweh and Ekwensu are the same deity. They are used for war. They are master of manipulation. They are devourers. So they are always, the Yorubas call something like that Eshu.
Eshu.
They are our brothers. Then Udo is likened to the Agemo. Okay? So when you don't understand this concept, Agu we have in Igbo, synonymous to Oromila in the Yoruba. So when you live in a deity that is not indigenous to Africa and cross beyond Africa, go to a foreign land to clutch a new deity, it has become idol worshiping to you. Which means, what is idol worshiping? Idol worshiping is when you as an Igbo man leave the pantheons of your father. Alosende nagefa, weje bula alosi onye ozo na efelu, obugologi, obugologi impa alosi. Because na alosi nke di begi imaria ije bula alosi bo onye ozo. Okay, do you get my point?
Yes, I am.
So mmadụ sị na ị na-ekpela alụsị, ọ bụrụ Igbo. Ikpela alụsị abụrụ Igbo. Ife anyị na-agọ bụ ịgọ alụsị. Ndị Igbo anyị adị ekpe ekpele. Na ife na-ekwu.
Okay.
Ndị Igbo adị ekpe ekpele. Ife ndị Igbo na-agọ bụ ọfọ. Ịgọ ọfọ is what you have in your Bible as decree. Your Bible even said it, and thou shalt make a decree and it shall be established unto thee. Not thou shalt make a prayer. So prayer is asking for what you are not sure if you to receive. But decree is commanding that which is not into existence, into manifestation. So declaration is different from prayer. Because when we do declaration, it is working on the principle of energies. How? I don't know by 12 midnight. Now, Chineke din so de beto nwunye m ime. Me jaro n'ife, itiri ife n'ife, nwunye ga ama ndị ime. That is a principle. For conception to happen, there must be intercourse. Okay? So, in prayer, you ask for what you are not sure of. But in a for you follow a medium. You are looking for a child. You don't pray to Chukwu. You pray to Akwali Omomo and ask Akwali Omomo to direct your spirits and plight to Chukwu. So that Chukwu will mediate. Akwali Omomo will be an intermediary because it is the energy concerned with child giving. Do you get my point?
Yes.
So that is the concept of prayer in Igbo language. We don't pray, we decree. So when someone tells you about idol worship, the person must be sure to understand that the pantheon we are talking about in context is not indigenous to our land. It is a borrowed pantheon, a pantheon that came from an alien people, not indigenous to the spheres of Igbo land. So I had the Belalosi, I na agommo, I na agalosi. Igodalosi means to use an alosi as a medium through which we communicate to Chukwu. Kora metwa, dalwannem.
Well, I already have promised you that this particular program will be packed with knowledge. It depends on what you do with this particular knowledge. Over to you.
Mazi, you finished everything.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes when I'm on a show with you, you arrange and kill it off. But there is something I would love to add to this to make it more interesting. Come what I tell. Idol, an idol. Like I'm a good idol. But like Mazi said, something foreign to you. Now let's take it back to history. There was nothing like idol worship in Igbo land till the white man came. So what did they do? Anybody tell you about idol worship is colonial mentality. It is madness. The white man only did one thing: make you to see that which is in your land as nonsense, thereby making you believe that that which is bringing to you is the real, is better. Now that thing which is in your house, you now call it idol. But in real sense, when you look at the Bible, the so-called Bible they brought us, Exodus, Chukwu in their Bible, God said, I will punish them because they worshipped foreign gods. So if you're an Igbo man and you leave your Amadioha, leave your Ogugu, leave Milingene to worship Jesus, you are worshiping idol. Your Bible said it. So who is now worshiping idol? Are we the custodians of the land worshiping idol by doing that which our ancestors did? Or are you people that are criticizing us worshiping idol by following ways of the foreign gods? So it's very simple. Idol worship, Igbo spirituality is not idol worship. Anybody that understands spirituality understands that, one, you have to observe Oria from Kweke. These are elements of creation. Is that idol worship? Understand the fact that there are powers that control the seas. Ike dị naanị. Ana nwere ike ndị mmiri ikuku nwere ike isi na ọbụla ikuku eburu gị buru na ọ na-eme. But ndị na-asị mami water power, powerless power na-abanye na mmiri ọma mbara si mami water o buru ha. Mana ịpụta ebe ahụ imeela libation. Etonyela ọbụla ya na ka iji ikpokuo. Onwegodi ihe iji kpokuo. Eze nwaanyị mmiri ekenekwa gị ka echetakwa ị na-aga aga. So who is now telling you about idol worship? Even their Bible made it clear. Nga atu na afunu nga fe chi ndị ọzọ.